Wake up right next. What's up, everybody? Cannon Hotep back at it again on this difficult Thursday for me. Wake up this morning to some bad news. Wake up this morning to my 15, almost 16-year-old cousin was killed in a hit and run last night in the city. We don't got a whole lot of information as of yet as to what actually happened. According to the news, because it's been all over the news, it was a hit and run. Somebody driving a Jeep hit my cousin who was riding a moped, and from what it sounded like, hopped out the car and ran. Even left a passenger at the scene and hauled ass. So it's a hell of a shock to the family right now. And all I want to say is rest up, little cuz. And if my family watching this, man, just be strong. Be strong, especially his mother. Be strong. I know that was your world. I know he was your world. You know what I mean? Be strong. Yeah, that was a hell of a hit this morning. Him and my daughter was born 1 month apart. My daughter born November 8th. He was born December 8th. So it's a real shock to the family. So yeah, it's stuff is tough, man. It's tough. So it's a lot of questions I got. Hopefully they'll get answered. We got family who got connections with the Baltimore City Police. Maybe we can get some answers as far as that's concerned. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway. Hope all you guys is having a good morning. I didn't mean to put a damper on your morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. We're almost to the weekend. As I'm headed into work for a bring your own luncheon. You know things got to be bad with the economy when a state agency is like, yeah, we're having a luncheon, but you got to bring your own lunch. Hey, yo, that is crazy. That is wild. But, I'm headed in, get a couple of things done. Hopefully I can just coast for the rest of the week, Today is the last, no, is it today or is it Friday? I think it's Friday. I think it's Friday the last day. I think Friday is the last day for early voting, if I'm not mistaken. Friday is the last day for early voting. So make sure y'all get in there, get your votes in early. I wouldn't leave it up to the day of, because we got things happening as we speak. Nonsense happening as we speak. Excuse me. So I don't know what the heck is going on in Pennsylvania, but Pennsylvania seems to be ground zero for voter registration fraud. I'm gonna say that again. Pennsylvania seems to be ground zero for voter registration fraud. as Lancaster County, if I'm not mistaken, it's Lancaster County, is reporting that I think they found over. It's either we're gonna play it, but it's over 2,500 or 25,000 illegal registrations for voting. Matter of fact, let's just play that right now. Gotta do some janky stuff for y'all to even hear it. Gotta do some janky stuff for y'all to hear it.
We're 8 days from Election Day, and election security top of mind for voters, especially here in Pennsylvania. County is on high alert after Lancaster County reported potential voter registration fraud. Fox 43's Alyssa Kratz joining us now with more on that. Alyssa.
Evan, that's right. Of course, we heard from the Lancaster County Board of Elections and District Attorney on Friday. They've launched a criminal investigation there. Now, York County not going quite that far yet, but officials say they may be dealing with a similar situation. York County's Office of Elections recently received a large delivery containing thousands of voter registration forms and mail-in ballot applications from a third-party group.
It's not unusual to get large stacks of voter registrations or large stacks of requests for mail-in ballots. It's just this was an overabundance of registrations.
One in the chat if you can hear me. One in the chat if you can hear the audio. One in the chat if you can hear the audio.
From one particular organization.
The county is now taking a closer look at those forms and applications.
We're in a phase now where we need to do our homework before we go and make accusations when we don't have the data to back it up.
This comes after Lancaster County officials announced they are investigating approximately 2,500 voter registration forms for potential fraud. The batch of applications, which had false names, incorrect addresses, and other discrepancies, is being traced back to a large-scale canvassing operation.
It appears to be an organized effort at this point, but of course it's an ongoing investigation. We'll be looking into who exactly participated in it and how far it goes.
The Department of State released a statement regarding the issues in Lancaster County, saying in part, the department applauds the efforts of the election staff for their diligent work in spotting this potential fraud and bringing it to the attention of law enforcement. The department guidance in cases like this is for counties to immediately contact law enforcement, which is exactly what Lancaster County officials did. As their officials noted, grassroots efforts to register voters across the Commonwealth are important and legitimate, and the safeguards in the system allowed them to identify and isolate these suspicious applications. And Secretary of State Al Schmidt addressed the investigation in a virtual media update on Monday.
We still don't have a lot of details about these applications, so it's important we not rush to judgment. We hope for a speedy and accurate conclusion to the investigation.
And President Commissioner Wheeler says they should know more about the situation in York County in the next 24 hours. I did also reach out to Lancaster County officials again today. They say no update on that investigation at this time, and the district attorney's office will provide one when ready.
So that's the question.
Here we go with the nonsense. Here we go with the nonsense. So Lancaster County and possibly York County. Voter registration fraud. They found 2,500 so far. So far. What's up, hero? So far. We can only imagine that there are tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands more. And not just in Pennsylvania. There's a report that a Chinese national illegally voted early in Michigan. Again, the Chinese national illegally voted in Michigan. They got caught, but the crazy part is, even though they caught them, because they cast their ballot before they got caught, they can't retract the ballot. They can't retract the ballot. How about that? The shenanigans start, guys. The shenanigans start. I mean, it's good that they're investigating and they're trying to catch it, but first of all, mail-in ballots shouldn't even be a thing. If it's not an absentee ballot, it shouldn't be a thing. Period. Period. The fact that this is actually legal to do is mind-boggling. But I showed y'all the video I made before when they passed the law. They passed the law back in 2021, right after the 2020 election. They passed the law to make mail-in ballots legal. What up, Sauce? And like I said, the reason why I say mail-in ballots should be illegal is because there's no chain of custody once that thing hits the box. Once that thing goes into that mailbox, that ballot box that's outside your school or your post office or rec center, there's no chain of custody at that point. You don't know who the person is who turned it in. And we're starting to see the same old same from 2020 and 2022. It's rearing its ugly head. You know, but then if we start to say that it's stolen, or we say that they're rigging the election, right? Now we're conspiracy theorists. Now we're spreading dangerous rhetoric, dangerous misinformation, when it's right there in front of your face. It's right there in front of your face. It's not dangerous rhetoric, it's the truth. I'm sure we'll see more of this in other battleground states. As we're already, 6 days out? We're 6 days out. Again, we're going to start to see that whole shadow campaign that tries to save the 2024 election this time. The shadow campaign that saves the 2024 election. Sorry, I got to get some gas. Gotta get some gas. What is gas today? $3.73. Again, gas is $3.73. For those of you saying that the economy is back on the uptrend, the economy is back in business, things are much better. No, I'm paying $3.73 a gallon for gas. Go figure. You go broke at the gas pump. People can go broke. Just go broke at the gas pump. But you got some crazies that are just adamant about keeping the administration in power that's responsible for this shit. Believing every lie that is being told. Then they say that Elon Musk is he in the courtroom today. They saying he doing some election bribery. They talk about Elon doing some election bribery. Exactly, Jason. ABC already showing the election propaganda that they want to push. Talking about it's a test. Ain't no damn test. Ain't no damn test. They can miss me with that one. They can miss me with that one. Oh, we were just testing our system. No, you weren't. You was rehearsing the script. You wasn't testing the system. You was rehearsing the script. And you got caught because you got sloppy. What up, Fresh Mike? I'm telling y'all, they trying to sabotage. They're trying to sabotage, and nobody's outraged about it. They talk about free and fair elections, free and fair elections, free and fair elections. Knowing damn well they don't want no free and fair elections. They want to give you the illusion of the free and fair election. They need it to be business as usual. They can't have somebody coming in here throwing a wrench in the gears. Not again. Not again. 2016 was a mistake. And they tend to correct that. They tend to get right back on track. They tend to correct that and tend to want to get right back on track. They know their candidate is garbage. They know Kamala Harris is garbage. They know that she is not fit for office. I honestly don't know what she's fit for. She's a horrible liar. And ineffective at being, ineffective at winning arguments. You got everybody capping for Black Men Summit. That was the most beta shit I ever seen. The Black. What's up, Montoya? That was, man, listen, if you wasn't for Donnie T before that Black Men Summit, I guarantee and I hope that you voting for him now. That was just a Kamala Harris rub and tug session. Kamala Harris infomercial. Coons on parade. That's what it was. Coons on parade. We're going to talk about issues that affect the black man. And they talked about no issues that affected the black man. They want us to believe. They want us to believe all women and cower down to the woman. Hey, get out of here. And I guarantee it was some dude out there that saw that shit and was like, yeah, they're right. Down with the patriarchy. Down with the patriarchy. What up, Albo? She's a what? Eternal blank slate? No, she's a puppet. That's all. Yeah, you're right. She's a puppet. She's a puppet that's willing to do the bidding of the highest bidder. That's who she is. Purely transactional. She has no mind of her own. She has no thoughts of her own. She has no opinions or policies of her own. Only that of the people that are trying to put her in power. Why do you think they told her not to do the Rogan podcast? It wasn't her. It was her team. It was the people that weren't like, no, you're not. You are not going to his podcast. But they couldn't just outright tell Joe Rogan no. We covered this last night. They could just outright tell Joe Rogan no. They had to make it unappealing for him enough to just be like, you know what? Don't worry about it. That's what they had to do. They had to make it unappealing for them. For him to just be like, nah, I'm good. Nope. We want you to come to us, bring your own equipment, blah, 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 blah. And then got the audacity to say that they was doing Joe Rogan a favor. Had the audacity to say that they were doing Joe Rogan a favor. The most popular man, the most popular podcaster in the world. You were doing him a favor. Yeah, okay. Now they said JD Vance is going to come in her spot. JD Vance is going to get going on Rogan in her spot. That was a chance for Kamala Harris to look like a regular human being. That's a chance for her constituents and people that may be on the fence about her, and maybe people that don't like her to maybe be turned around on her. But I think that what she did and the big time that she gave Joe Rogan, because that's what she did, she big timed him, right? That she did to Joe Rogan, it further solidified people's thoughts and opinions on her. It is upload the script, pull the string on her back, yeah. The most qualified candidate. She has no record. How is she the most qualified candidate? Trump has a record. Not only does he have a record, he has a record that he can stand on. It's not a record that, was abhorrent and that, that was filled with blunders and gaffes and all that other stuff like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. No, he has a record that he can stand on. Y'all heard it on the stream last night. Bill Clinton what? Bill Clinton even said it. Bill Clinton even said it. He said the quiet part out loud. I don't accept people voting for Donald Trump because the economy was better under him. What? That's what he said. I don't accept the fact that people are voting for Donald Trump because the economy was better under him. Are we serious? Quiet part out loud. She got the most fire head. She might. I don't know. She might. I hope so. But we see them getting desperate right now. And they're getting desperate, and we're running up against the clock, and they're getting sloppy. They're getting sloppy. And now we're starting to see voter registration fraud. Virginia caught it. Virginia caught the voter registration fraud, and what they do? They took that shit to court and they won. Now Virginia can remove illegals from the voter rolls. Not only that, it was upheld in the Supreme Court. So now any other state that has that same issue has precedent to run on, and they can do the same thing. The deep state's getting scared, y'all. The deep state getting scared. Kamala just an avatar. That's all she is. She's just an avatar. But you got the willfully ignorant out there capping for. I don't care what nobody said. Most of these people out here that's capping for know damn well that they don't believe shit they saying about her. There might be a few diehard Kamala supporters. Appreciate it, CW. There might be a few diehard Kamala supporters that be in our chats and stuff like that, but a lot of them, I think, they just out here to be contrarians. Or they don't want their belief systems broken. They don't want to believe that the quote-unquote black woman, which is funny because she on Club Shay Shay and she basically says she just black by affiliation. She black by association. Ah, my God, she black by association. And my mom raised as Indian, but like she just had us around a lot of black people. Like, stop. Stop. Now she want to be Rachel Dolezal. Now she want to be transracial. Right, I'm black because of love. Get out of here. My dad's second wife was white. My dad's fourth wife was fucking Puerto Rican. You don't see me claiming their heritage because they love me. Oh, Lord of mercy. They grasping at straws. You got Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton talking about Trump's literally Hitler. He talking about getting a tan on his white skin. Then he started exaggerating. This supple, pretty, flawless. Flawless porcelain white skin. He started saying like he was getting a little steamed up. Pause. Al Sharpton describing Trump getting skinned like he was getting all steamed up. I'm like, take it easy. Take it easy, Al. Good Lord. Loosen your collar a little bit. She got contact black. That's funny. That's funny. Kamala caught contact black. That's funny. It is, bro. It's almost showtime, baby. I gotta reach out to Kim like I said I was gonna do. See where she at on election night. That'd be dope. I take my laptop and stuff and set up, jump on the Zoom or something like that. We can get out there, you know, Hotep Jesus can come back and forth. We'll do some interviews or something like that. That'd be fire. Pepper's Farm. Pepper's Farm remembers. I like to say Pepperidge Farm. Yo, it's 11 o'clock and I'm still in traffic. This is just wild. I'm going to tell you this, guys. Get low. Yeah, showtime is here. Showtime is here. If I missed the show last night, I missed the fire show. I should go back and check that out. I should go back and check that out. The Kamala bots was in full effect in there last night. What'd you say, Pro? Like I switched formats and I got y'all working overtime? Pro said I switched formats and I got them working overtime. Kamala bots was in full effect last night. They've been in full effect for the last like week and a half, almost 2 weeks. But they definitely was in full effect last night. Like, don't come for me when I'm in front of my computer and I can pull them receipts. You see how the one dude, I forgot his name. You see how the one dude exited stage left once I pulled them receipts out. Then he started trying to move the goalposts and then move the goalposts some more. You live 30 minutes away from work and got a 2-hour commute. That's wild. That's wild. That's crazy. And y'all don't got like no light rail or nothing like that, or subway in California, D. Montoya. Yeah, them handkerchiefs about to start falling. They about to start falsing around. You was looking through the vertical YouTube streams and no pro Kamala streams. Nah, he ain't gonna get no pro. Oh, that's why people rubbernecking. It's an accident on the other side of the highway that everyone's looking at. There's an accident on the other side of the highway that everyone's looking at instead of just driving. That's why we got traffic. Come on now. Let's get it together, people. Oh, you ain't gonna see any pro-Kamala streams. You're gonna see anti-Kamala streams, and then you're gonna see the Kamala bots come in trying to run interference for it. If y'all notice, right, it's 17 in the stream. Salute to the 17 that's in the stream. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. You want to donate to the channel, $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App, or hit me with a super chat. But we got 17 people in the building, right? And if you read the title that I've made, there is no Kamala in the title. So what don't you see right now? You don't see the Kamala bots coming into the stream. Rapid transit, okay. But you don't see the Kamala bots in the stream. Now later on when I go live and I put something in there incendiary about the Ugandan nightmare, watch they come flooding in like pack rats. Not calling Kamala Harris supporter rats. I'm just saying their actions are that of like pack rats. That's all. There's no slander to Kamala supporters. Speaking of slander, I think Joe Biden did that shit on purpose. The more I thought about it, and then when I seen the Zoom call that he was on, who was he Zooming with? Who was Nickel Slick Zooming with? Like, is he really losing his marbles? Did he fire up a Zoom meeting with nobody on the other end of that Zoom? There had to be somebody on the other end of the Zoom because they put out his statement, right? I think Joe Biden set Kamala up. Now, if I want all the Kamala bots to come in here, right, I should have put that as the title. Joe Biden set Kamala up. Joe Biden set Kamala up. He sabotaged her ass on purpose. I think he knew what he was doing, and I think he wanted to put the screws to Kamala's campaign. Like, understand, Nickel Slick don't like her. Nickel Slick don't like her. And Biden and Nickel Slick don't like each other. I mean, Obama and Nickel Slick don't like each other. And Obama not that fond of Kamala either. So I think that Nickel Slick fired up that Zoom, said that inflammatory, incendiary, gaslighting nonsense. Ugh, it was a whole fucking deer in the road. And I think that was on purpose. Apparently, allegedly, he's been wanting to campaign for her. I don't know. But they've been keeping this off. They've been keeping their distance away from Nickel Slick. But this is the funny part, though. You got some publication, I think it was The Hill. You got some publications like, yo, should they have just kept Joe Biden in as the nominee? Nobody has faith in Kamala. Nobody. They might be faking like they got faith in her, but nobody has faith in Kamala right now. Nobody has faith in her. You call half the United States trash. We Oscar the Grouch out this bitch. Excuse me. We Oscar the Grouch out this mug. What Dave Chappelle say? Oscar, you're a grouch. Bitch, I live in a fucking trash can. I remember that one story. I don't know if it was true or not, but it was hilarious. They was talking about Sesame Street going to introduced their first character who's experiencing homelessness. Meanwhile, Oscar's been living in a trash can for the last 50 years. Oh man, that shit made me laugh. Kamala don't even like Kamala. She might not, y'all. She might look in the mirror every morning and go, I hate you. You're horrible. You're no good to anybody or anyone. I'm here to tell Kamala, love yourself. Love yourself, Kamala. Don't let anybody tell you. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not good enough. And that may be true, but you got to have faith and confidence in yourself. SNL had a decent skit. That's how you know, even though she's a Democrat, like, even the Democrats don't like her. What was that? What was that hot tub time machine? Remember that shit? It was like, do you know him? Like, well, yeah, he's that friend that's an asshole, but he's our asshole. Kamala's their friend who's an asshole, but she's their asshole. Is how they, like, it's basically what they try to say. I don't know. I think Kamala she's overconfident. I think she's overconfident. She's only going to take her orders from they, them, the collective, the powers that be, the higher ups. She's not taking no direction from no staffer. Ms. Harris, I don't think it's a great idea that you, like, Ms. Harris, I think we should dial in and answer for the border. Ms. Harris, I think we should dial in and answer for the economy. She probably screams at them, spits in their face as she chugs her box wine. Just shitting on them, just degrading them. And then she goes out there and does what she wants to do and makes herself look like a fool. Did y'all see the nonsense when she was at whatever rally it was, and she was like, everybody was clapping, chanting Kamala, and she's like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now everybody, say your name. Say your name. And everybody was like, what? Oh my gosh, I seen that and it just got quiet. People just looked around like, what? What? That made me laugh. I said, she is an airhead. She is an airhead. Heavy emphasis on the air. That shit made me thank you. No, everybody say your name. It was like, what? Oh man, it is classic, just classic nonsense. That is classic nonsense. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm gonna get a t-shirt that says, oh my goodness gracious. Oh man, oh man, oh man. This season of America is lit, guys. It's a bunch of twists and turns at every episode. We coming into the weekend before Election Day. I can only imagine what's gonna happen this weekend. I can only imagine the nonsense that's gonna happen this weekend. Super Tuesday really gonna be super, ain't it? Super Tuesday is really gonna be super. But we still experiment with this YouTube shit, so don't be surprised y'all see me like streaming like in the next hour or two, and I throw in like some kind of Kamala reference in the title just to keep seeing how this algorithm is bumping. But if y'all see it, make sure y'all come in and hit the like button. Make sure y'all come in and hit that like button, guys. So you gotta help me beat this algorithm. They should have consulted The Rock on how he engaged the crowd. What are you talking about, Barack? Because sometimes when I write Barack on it puts The Rock. Kamala is hilarious. She is hilarious, and she is not fit to be anybody's president. She wasn't fit to be the vice president. She wasn't fit to run for Senate. I don't even understand how she got in as a senator. She got to be like an insurgent. Here go Rudy. Here go Rudy with his rhetoric. Rudy, your rhetoric is dangerous to democracy. Rudy, your rhetoric is dangerous to the freedoms of every American citizen, Rudy. But like I said, the shenanigans have started. And it looks like Pennsylvania is ground zero for the nonsense. It looks like they're finding voter fraud all over that daggone state. That's just. I mean, I guess it's par for the course, but it's just out there blatant now. It's blatantly out there. And like I said, they've been planning this since Jump Street. With all that legislation they passed when Joe Nicholson got in office, allowing mail-in ballots to be legal and a part of our election process. Fake posters and ballot people calling people, telling them they can, hey, your vote's been counted or something like that. I forgot what it was. I think it was Pennsylvania as well, if I'm not mistaken. One of the early voting places, you're supposed to be able to vote till like 5 o'clock or something there, or something crazy. They shut it down at like 1:45 on some like ridiculousness. I don't know what to tell you. Out all the stops, guys. They're pulling out all the stops. And they want everybody to fall for it. They want everybody to just give up. Like, you know what? I'd have been to 3 precincts and I can't get my vote in. Forget it. I'd have been to 3 precincts and I can't get my vote in. Forget it. Don't give up, guys. If you got to vote on election day, get out there early, get it done, and don't give up. No, this is one of the most traveled streets, and they need to repave this. This is crazy. You already know how they do DMW. They had 2024 in their sights since Jump Street. It's just they had a few hiccups. They've had a few hiccups, and they're trying to correct course now. But me personally, I think it might be a little bit too late. Trump 2024 over here, baby. I think Trump 2024 over here, baby. They're like, well, he's losing in the popular vote. Let's see. I tend not to want to believe the polls. Like I said, everything looked good on paper. So you apply it into the real world. Then you start to see what's really what. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all right now. I'll probably be back in a little bit. Rest in peace to my little cousin Akim. Young man, gone too soon. People say that a lot, but he was really gone too soon. He was a good kid. He was a really good kid. Got killed in a hit and run last night in Baltimore. Driver got out and ran. Hope they catch him. But anyway, appreciate you guys. Until next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss. And don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. I'll let you.